Hi, Paul Slatkus, Good News Broadcast. I'm speaking to Dr. Rich. Hi, Doctor. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Actually, Robert Rich, doctor, is the overseeing a lot of good things here at the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary here in New York. Been working at this, I guess, over 30 years, and he's been kind enough to bring to the attention of us the reality of glaucoma, and that there's a special day, World Glaucoma Day, set for March 12, 2009, and you're joining the International Observance to draw attention to the sneak thief of sight. Oh boy, what a name. I mean, it's such a name because it's not a good thing, right?
Which name are we talking about?
The sneak thief of sight.
The sneak thief of sight. Well, you know, that term was coined about 50 years ago. And it was coined because there are no symptoms for glaucoma. Glaucoma has no symptoms until you reach the end stage where you're almost blind. And the reason for that, ostensibly, what was believed is that glaucoma starts in the peripheral visual field and moves toward the center, so that your central vision, the vision you read with and drive with, at the area for fine vision, is maintained until the very end. Now, in a way, that was an old wives' tale. It's true that there are no symptoms, and it's true that most people walk around with even moderate to severe damage from glaucoma without realizing it. And it's true that central vision is maintained until the end. But it's not true that it begins in the periphery. It actually begins very near the center in many, many people, and then works outward, and then goes all the way around the periphery, leaving that last central vision, but it actually starts next to that area of central vision. But it got that term, sneak thief of sight, because of the lack of symptoms, and really the only way to detect it is to get a full eye examination.
Okay, when you do it, and you're actually a professor and the chief of glaucoma services at the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary. Okay, so now when a optometrist or an eye doctor checks your eyes, what is he or she looking for at that moment? That's when they take a light and they shine it in your eye. Is that what they do?
Well, there are three major steps to making an accurate diagnosis. Four, actually. One is intraocular pressure. And for a long time, actually until the mid-1980s, it was pretty much equated with the disease. So it was thought that glaucoma was a disease associated with elevated pressure in the eye, and screenings really in health fairs just tested pressure. Well, that's actually only a minority of patients with glaucoma. Not only do we realize now that about 30 to 35% of the glaucoma in the United States is not associated with high pressures, and that goes as high as 90% in Japan and 80% in Korea for unknown reasons. But also that people's pressures are highest in the morning. That's why I start seeing patients at 7 a.m. I've been getting up early for a long time. And that in the afternoon, many patients who have glaucoma and high pressures in the morning have normal pressures in the afternoon. So intraocular pressure measurement is one thing. It's very important to look at the optic nerve, and that's done with an ophthalmoscope or a lens, and to look at the optic nerve to see if it displays characteristic signs of glaucoma damage. The third test is a visual field to verify whether there might be any damage correlating to an elevated pressure or what might look like suspicious damage or real damage in the optic nerve. And then finally, a slit lamp examination with what we call gonioscopy, which is looking at the eye, the angle in the eye, the portion that actually drains the fluid, to determine the type of glaucoma. There are 5 major types of glaucoma that we now realize exist. And those are differentiated by the slit lamp examination.
Let's talk about the procedures now. Are those can they all be done, at the doctor's office? Or?
Yes, they can.
Okay. And now, normally, first of all, somebody doesn't have to be wearing glasses to get glaucoma. Is that right?
No. You can be nearsighted. If you're very nearsighted, you're very prone to developing primary open-angle glaucoma or normal tension glaucoma. If you're very far-sighted or even moderately far-sighted, you're prone to developing angle closure glaucoma. This is actually very, very common in China. It's the leading cause of glaucoma blindness in China. But it's very common here also. And if you don't wear glasses at all, you're predisposed to other glaucomas.
Okay, so it seems to me that people that don't wear glasses at all aren't going to any eye doctor, aren't getting any glaucoma check.
That's just what the problem is. And many people, and younger people, get glasses and don't get checked for glaucoma. It used to be thought that people under glaucoma, people under the age of 35 didn't get glaucoma. Well, I have 2,000 people, maybe more now, 3,000 or 4,000 people in our practice over the years under the age of 35 with glaucoma, and we started the first pediatric glaucoma center in the United States here in the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary. One of the 5 major types of glaucoma, called pigment dispersion syndrome and pigmentary glaucoma, actually begins under the age of 30. And it's strongly hereditary, and it was seriously missed for a long time until we realized that anybody can get glaucoma.
Jeez. Okay, now this World Glaucoma Day is set for March 12th, okay? Now, how did you all get involved, and what are some of the things that are going to be happening? They have a website that I'm looking at here, around the world, be part of it, and they're telling, what do they have, like the world map going by here. What's happens here? Okay,
well, we started this about a number of years ago. We started the World Glaucoma Association, which is an umbrella organization for all the national and international glaucoma societies in the world. And it's trying to tie everything together and create a set of standards for meetings, for examinations, for many things. Then, I guess about 4 years ago, we started the World Glaucoma Patient Association to bring together the glaucoma awareness groups and to create more groups, because there weren't that many 4 years ago, to create groups in as many countries as we can, in as many locales as we can, to sort of serve as self-help groups, like the OT groups, awareness groups, and this has been a big success. So World Glaucoma Day started 2 years ago under the auspices of the World Glaucoma Association and the World Glaucoma Patient Association, and last year was on March 6th, and we started. It was like a mom and pop shop. It was me and Ivan Goldberg from Australia, and George Lambrou in Greece, and the three of us just kind of got the ball rolling, and we wound up with 1,000 events in 70 different countries. Antigua issued a postage stamp. Antigua did a great job. Julia Bird down there, who it's 80,000 population, I think, in Antigua, and they had parades. The Prime Minister was carrying the banner, but all in all, around the world, there were about 1,000 events in 70 different countries, including screenings, newspaper articles, magazine articles, radio and TV shows, and many other things. You can see them on the website. Mm-hmm. And we decided to make it an annual event, and we decided to make it just on March 12th, so we didn't have to keep changing it around. And this year, we expanded the number of people organizing it, and we have made we have international coordinators. I'm in charge of the Western Hemisphere. Scott Christensen, who's president of the Glaucoma Foundation, is in charge of the United States, and we pick national coordinators, and the national coordinators can pick local coordinators, and just hopefully the ball just keeps rolling on its own. And the more people we get involved, the more events will be organized, and the more events that are organized and people are involved will make even more people involved, and we hope to carry that forward into the future.